So if you'd just like to introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Joe. I'm 25. I'm from Newcastle Walker, and I wasn't the nicest place to grow up.
What sense do you mean that?
Just the usual stuff, man. Kids flying about on motorbikes, take a dog for a walk and see a syringe in the park. Just it's not a nice place, man.
So when did you first see a knife? How old were you?
I was about 11, I think, when I first saw someone carry a knife. It wasn't in so much a threatening way, but it was more just someone I knew brandishing and showing off what they had with them.
So you've already admitted to me that you have carried knives yourself. When did you first carry a knife? How old were you?
It was when I was about 15. There was a bit of an incident with one of my friends involving another group of people in the area that I lived in, and I felt at the time there was a lot of high tensions, and the people who were involved in the other party were not dangerous men, but they were known for carrying weapons with them, and I felt scared with my then link to them people, and felt it was something I had to do to protect myself if I would have to. It's not I've not carried a knife in quite a while now. It's not something I still do, but it is something I felt I had to do at the time.
So have you ever used a knife to harm somebody else?
No, so I've never used a knife that I've been carrying. I've 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 used it as more of a deterrent, and like I've kind of brandished it and flashed it before, but like I think a knife's a scary thing, and people that's enough to stop someone. I've never actually had to use it.
So to move on from that one, how have you ever been stabbed yourself?
Yeah, I have once. It was about 2 years ago. I went out to see my girlfriend. I was walking back and forth late at night, and I was approached by there was three men all in masks. Just came up to me, started questioning me, asking what I had on me, asking where I was from, and when I wasn't giving them anything, one pulled out a knife and stabbed us twice in like my lower belly. At first, if I want to say if it didn't feel like I got stabbed, that's what everyone says, but it felt like I got stabbed. I looked down and there was blood pouring out of me. I could feel my whole hoodie, all my clothes soaking wet and warm. I just felt faint and drained and just dropped to the floor. I think I was lay on the floor for 10 minutes before a passerby came, see me like that, and rang an ambulance for us, and I was taken straight to hospital. So I had to stay in hospital for a week. The doctor stitched me up, kept me there, make sure I was okay.
But with the effects, was it more than just the physical side of it for you?
Yeah, no, definitely. To be honest, I think the physical side wasn't even the worst. I was terrified to leave my house after that, thinking it was going to happen again. And just if I see anyone walking towards me, I'd be panicking, thinking, trying to see if I can get away across the road, get up another street away from them. Just everyone scared as everyone. I thought everyone was going to do the same thing.
So what do you think is the way forward when tackling youth knife violence?
Well, like, to be honest, I think the main problem is just how easy it is for kids to end up being around it and like slipping into it. Like, there's not enough places for like young kids to go in on like a weekend or after school, especially for poorer kids. Like, from poorer families or less privileged and don't have the money to send their kids off to do whatever activities every weekend. And then they just end up spending their time on the streets, wandering about and seeing what they can get up to. And that's how they get involved with the wrong people and the wrong things. I think schools and teachers should really have like a bit more focus on like an earlier intervention with the children if they start noticing like any kind of violent behaviour or like concerning behaviour that could link them to being involved in any way. I don't think enough teachers would show interest and like would look past it just being the child acting out and it being some actual thing going on with them.